All right, let's grab our detective hats because today we are solving one of the most common and, let's be honest, one of the most frustrating mysteries in the Windows universe, the case of the vanishing screenshot. You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You capture that perfect moment on your screen, a high score, a funny message, something important for work, you hit the button, and then poof, it's just gone. Where in the world did it go? Well, don't worry, because today we are going to crack this case wide open. Okay, so here's the first and most important clue you need to understand. Windows doesn't just have one single secret folder for all your screenshots. No, that would be too easy. The hiding spot, it depends entirely on the method you use to capture the image. The key you pressed is literally the key to finding your file. So let's kick off our investigation with the two most common methods, which, surprise, surprise, are also the two main culprits behind all this confusion, the clipboard and the actual screenshots folder. And boom, right here, this is the heart of the mystery. If you just tap the print screen key by itself, you're not actually saving a file anywhere. You're just copying the image to a temporary holding space. But if you hold down the Windows key while you press print screen, that's the magic combo. Windows automatically creates and saves an image file for you. No extra steps needed. So what even is this clipboard thing? Well, think of it like this. It's a temporary note you've jotted on your hand. It's there for immediate use, to paste into an email or into a program like Paint. But if you copy something else, or heck, if you restart your computer, that image is gone. It's just gone forever. It is not a permanent save location. So when you do create a file using that awesome Windows key plus print screen shortcut, where does it actually live? Right here. By default, it goes straight to your Pictures folder, and inside that there's a folder very helpfully named Screenshots. They get saved as high-quality PNG files, and Windows automatically numbers them so you can always find them in order. Super convenient. All right, our investigation continues. Let's see what happens when we bring in the specialists. Windows has other built-in tools for grabbing your screen, like the snipping tool and the Xbox Game Bar. And you guessed it, they each have their own way of doing things. Now, the good news is the snipping tool, it mostly plays by the rules. When you take a snip, it will offer to save it in that very same pictures/screenshots folder. The key difference, though, is that it gives you a choice. After you mark up your snip, you can save it literally anywhere you want. So if you can't find it, it's probably a good idea to check your Documents folder or your desktop just in case. And now for the real maverick of the group, the Xbox Game Bar. If you're capturing those epic gaming moments, you have to know that this tool does not follow the crowd. Oh no, it has its own special secret hideout for all of your captures. See, this is why knowing your tool is so important. Game Bar captures aren't in your Pictures folder at all. They're saved in your Videos folder inside a directory called Captures, which, when you think about it, kind of makes sense. You can also just press Windows plus G to open up the bar and click on See My Captures to go straight to the gallery. Easy peasy. Of course, a lot of us use other apps for screenshots, right? From Discord to specialized tools like ShareX or Lightshot. So what happens when we call in these third-party experts? The number one rule here is simple. Every app makes its own rules. So the absolute first place you should always look is in that application's settings menu. I promise you, there will almost always be an option to see or even change the default save folder. That's going to be your primary lead every single time. Now, if for some reason you can't find it in the settings, don't panic. Most apps that are, well-behaved will default to one of two logical places, either your main Documents folder or your main Pictures folder. It's always worth poking around in those two locations. But what if you've checked all the usual spots and your screenshot is still missing in action? Well, it's time to bring out the ultimate tool in our detective kit, the all-purpose file search. Think of this as our search warrant for your entire computer. Okay, here's a brilliant little trick. First, take a new screenshot using the exact same method you used before. Then, open up File Explorer and just search for all files modified today. Your new screenshot will pop right to the top. From there, all you have to do is right-click it, select Open File Location, and bam! It'll take you directly to the folder where all your other lost screenshots have been hiding. And hey, here's a little pro tip to make that even faster. If your search for files modified today shows way too many results, just add .png to the end of your search. That tells Windows to only look for PNG image files, and since most screenshots are saved as PNGs, this will filter out all the noise and just show you the images you created today. So as you can see, the crucial detail is just remembering the method you used. Let's do a quick recap with this handy cheat sheet. Windows key plus print screen, that goes to pictures, screenshots. The snipping tool, it defaults there too. The game bar, it's got its own spot in videos, captures. And just pressing the print screen key by itself, that one goes to the temporary clipboard. It's not saved as a file at all. And with that, all the evidence is in, our suspects have been identified, and the mystery of the missing screenshot is officially case closed. You are now fully equipped. You can track down any screenshot no matter how well it tries to hide. You've got the skills, you've got the tools. So I guess the only question left is, now that you're a screenshot detective, what will you capture next? Happy sleuthing!